from the KOIN Center in downtown Portland. This is KOIN 6 News. Watching out for you.
We're at a loss. We don't know where he's at, and we would like to find him.
Sure. Tonight, an accused rapist on the run. Police now asking for your help finding this man. The fear and worry is he may attack again. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 11. I'm Cole Miller. Jeff and Jennifer have the evening off. He's been missing for more than 2 weeks, walking away from a work release facility in Washington County. The victim, a 16-year-old girl he worked with. Beaverton police now desperate to put him back behind bars.
And now we're hoping that the viewers will be able to help us in locating him.
Tonight, a plea from police to find this man, Felipe de Jimenez Interian. On November 29th, we're told he had an approved pass to check out of here, the Washington County Restitution Center, for a few hours.
And he's been gone ever since.
The 30-year-old is charged with rape and sex abuse. The victim, a 16-year-old girl. Beaverton police say he worked with her at a restaurant there.
Apparently, he had befriended her and then took advantage of her.
Since it's been more than 2 weeks since he ran off, there have been questions as to why police waited so long to put this information out.
We had leads on different locations where he potentially would have lived, and we felt that if we released that information too early, maybe he would go hiding or potentially leave the state.
And now those leads have dried up.
We're just hoping any information that the public can provide to help us locate him would be great, and it would also help bring some closure to this young lady. At least the process would get started to get some closure.
Anyone with any information on Jimenez Interian's whereabouts are asked to call police. And a Washington County Sheriff's Office employee is facing sex abuse and harassment charges. Kevin Kearns is accused of sexually harassing a co-worker. He's worked in the jail division of the Sheriff's Office since 2006. An internal investigation is currently underway while he is now on leave. Switching gears now to weather. Natasha Stenbach standing by. And Natasha, it looks like some changes are on the way.
Big changes. You know, the last week and a half has been extremely dry. We've had air stagnation advisories. We've had gusty winds through the gorge. These gusty winds, yeah, they continue tonight, but it's a different story as we get to tomorrow. Look at these temperatures and pay attention to where we have some of the coldest numbers right now. Pendleton 28, the Dalles 34, Hood River 32, 36 in Portland, and 17 in Redmond. So, talking about rain for tomorrow, noticing those temperatures, and as we get even colder moving into the early morning hours tomorrow, we're looking at some of that rain for some locations turning over to freezing rain. Where would that be, though? As we zoom in a little bit closer to our maps, noticing there's a winter weather advisory. This includes Pendleton and Walla Walla. Those areas out to the northeast, those are the areas that look like the best potential for icing on the roadways. But for us, we're talking about light amounts of rain and still waking up to some areas of fog possibly in the valley. We'll get into these details coming up in just a few minutes.
Great, thank you, Natasha. An Iraq War veteran being detained by Immigration and Customs facing imminent deportation to South Korea is now a free man. He was in custody for 8 months, and tonight, our Eileen Park has the sit-down interview you'll only see here on KOIN 6.
Chong Kim's future was uncertain. He says he's a green card holder who has lived with his family in Portland since he was 5.
It's amazing. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's very humbling to be in a situation where you need other people to come through for you to help you out, and that to have these people do that for you, it's a great feeling.
In 2016, he pled guilty to arson, and that put his immigration status at risk. So in April, ICE took him into custody. Recently, though, immigration lawyers in Tacoma took up his case pro bono and worked with his Oregon lawyer to get a Multnomah County judge to withdraw his guilty plea. So his 2016 felony was changed to 4 lesser misdemeanors, which meant, according to his lawyers, that he could no longer be deported. Well, Kim was just released from ICE custody this afternoon. Kim tells me that he feels like this is his second chance. Read more about his story right now on KOIN.com. In Tacoma, Washington, I'm Eileen Park for KOIN 6 News.
And just into our newsroom, the woman accused of threatening to kill everyone on a Southwest Airlines flight made her first appearance in front of a judge today. Valerie Curbelo of Sandy was arrested in Sacramento over the weekend. She was caught smoking on a flight to Sacramento from Portland. And that's when she had that mid-air meltdown, that video going viral. Curbelo will be in court again next week. She's facing charges of making criminal threats. And caught on camera now, police are looking for yet another porch pirate. In this case, the victim actually confronted that suspect and snapped the photo you're looking at on your screen. Police say this man was snatching packages from a porch near Southeast 36th and Lincoln yesterday. Investigators say he tried to hit the victim with the hooked metal pole in that picture. If you recognize this guy, give police a ring. And a local family woke up this morning to find their home was hit by a Grinch. It happened at the Hayden Island manufactured home community. The family had saved up this year to buy one of those holiday projectors you see, only to have someone steal it overnight. And it turns out their neighbor's projector is also gone.
When you live paycheck to paycheck, you save for those kind of things. You save for Christmas. You have to save up to even be able to get your kids anything. So people coming and taking stuff is pretty disheartening.
Now, those living around here say they'll be keeping a close eye out for anything unusual, especially those overnight hours, hoping it doesn't happen again. They also say they won't let that Grinch steal their holiday spirit. And a new report is out, and it shows 80 homeless people died in Multnomah County last year, with opioids a factor in nearly a quarter of those deaths. That is 8 less than 2015, but more than twice as many as in 2013. The county and city say they are working together to get more people off the street, including plans to open a new 100-bed shelter out on Southeast Foster. And funding to turn a former strip club into affordable housing has been approved by the city of Portland. The Safari Club land was purchased by the city earlier this year. Now, housing bond funds will be used to develop that site. Mayor Ted Wheeler says this location is ideal for affordable housing because it's close to schools, transportation, as well as other services. Construction is set to begin in 2019. And 4 finalists have been chosen to present proposals for a tribute wall at the Hollywood Transit Center. That wall is meant to memorialize the victims in that deadly Max attack this past May. It will be a 24-square-foot plaque with text to honor them and images of the Chalk Memorial in the days following that attack. The permanent memorial will be dedicated on the 1-year anniversary. The Federal Communications Commission today voted to roll back Obama-era regulations on the companies that provide internet service. The commission scrapped what's called net neutrality, which required providers to give websites equal access to the internet. The vote was along party lines, the 2 Democrats dissenting.
I dissent from the corrupt process that has brought us to this point.
The agency that is supposed to protect you is actually abandoning you.
Internet service providers like Comcast, Verizon, and AT&T stand to gain the most by being able to charge more and potentially offer less. Those hurt could be smaller internet companies, startups, and consumers, especially those who live in rural areas with fewer providers. Well, lawmakers from coast to coast are vowing to defend net neutrality despite today's ruling. Leaders from the Silicon Forest here in Oregon are looking at all options to oppose those changes. Our Andrew Dimbert is going beyond the headlines and joins us live with some of their plans. Andrew?
Yeah, Cole, from attorney generals to governors and senators, many leaders here in the Pacific Northwest say that they are taking a stand to reverse the repeal.
And who is silenced on the internet? We won't let that happen.
Despite protests in Washington from local lawmakers, net neutrality was nixed.
The chair votes aye. The item is adopted.
But the fight for internet freedom isn't over yet. Local and state representatives here in the Pacific Northwest seem to be leading the charge for change. Oregon Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum, along with New York's AG Eric Snyderman, are investigating the public comments section of the original repeal proposal, stating that 2 million fake comments were made to the FCC in favor of the repeal.
They're really I don't think you can overstate the threat to both democracy and our economy.
And in Washington state, Governor Jay Inslee vowed that the state will act under its own authority to protect net neutrality.
We can adopt our own rules about the essential net neutrality of the internet that apply in the state of Washington.
But that may be a lost cause. The way net neutrality rollback is written specifically, quote, precludes states from imposing regulations on broadband service that are inconsistent with the federal regulatory scheme.
It's corporate greed is what it is.
The freedom of the internet is under attack.
And locally in Portland, protests are planned for major internet service providers. It'll take months before the rule change goes into effect, but many groups and legislators say they'll challenge in court.
And internet service providers have argued that the grim predictions on the rollback are overblown. But Cole, most bipartisan experts that I've talked to over the last few months strongly disagree. What the internet will look like going forward is anyone's guess. Live tonight, Andrew Dimbert for KOIN 6 News.
Andrew, thank you for that report. This holiday season, KOIN 6 is teaming up with the Union Gospel Mission to make sure no one goes hungry. Our telethon, it kicked off this morning, the phone lines opening at 4:30, and so far, more than 50,000 meals have been donated. Union Gospel Mission provides more than 200,000 meals every year to the homeless and those in need. The Holidays Without Hunger phone banks will be open all weekend. We want to extend a huge thank you to everyone who donated and participated today. And coming up on KOIN 6 News at 11, how one Northwest brewer is helping the Me Too movement with beer. Plus, what we're learning about the fault lines responsible for that magnitude 4.0 quake many of you are still talking about. And tonight on an all-new Colbert, Stephen welcomes Star Wars Adam Driver. You're watching KOIN 6 News, watching out for you.